Okay, I am getting ready to make some dies. I have my resin mixed up. Just a little bit, 125 milliliters approximately. I'm going to add some medium violet red mica powder to it. Thought I'd do something other than black. On my spoons. Oops, and I spilled it all over me already. I think this is going to be an awesome color of pink, awesome shade of pink. So I'm going to stir this, mix this all up. Make sure I get it thoroughly dissolved. I did add a little bit of silver glitter to the resin. This is, I'm using the 4-hour cure stuff, so I thought it'd be easier to, might be better to do a thicker resin with for the dies, even though I bought it to do coasters. And make sure I don't have any lumps here. And of course I don't have I forgot to bring the roll paper towels in because I was trying to get in here without Chewy getting in. So anyway, actually I'm just gonna set this on here. I'm gonna do the big ones first. Let's lay that down on there. I guess I could have done the small ones first, so okay, put this right under there. Let's see if I can do this without spilling it. I say there's the ones that have the wider opening are easier to do to begin with. And I forgot to spray it. Oops. Okay, I need to get it in the hole. I know I've done dice like 3 days this week. I'm determined to get a good set at some point. Oops. Oops, okay, I got a little too much on that one. Probably getting a little too much on all of these, except this one. And of course I missed the whole thing. So I'm going to poke down around the edges of each die to see if it'll to see if I can avoid bubbles a little easier. Why I always get a bubble on the square die? I don't know. But at the top of that one always seems to get me. I think I need a little bit more in this one. A little bit more in this one I think will help. I think since I'm just doing the dice, I'm not. I did something else earlier that I'll finish either late tonight or tomorrow. But I won't be demolding it until tomorrow night at least. But I have a clock. That'll be a video other than this one. Okay, let's go you over there. Okay. I'm going to move this one over here. And I'll put the lid on it after I'm done with everything. When I'm done with the other stuff, or when I'm done with everything, so I'll get this one poured before I even worry about the lid on that one. Oops. I need to rearrange my hand here. I'll move that so it's under the camera. This is such a happy pink. Or violet red, whatever it is. Oops. I actually, I set my timer for 3 minutes when I mixed this, but I just didn't feel right, so I went for like another full song before I stopped stirring, because I want to make sure it was mixed well. I was having a problem with this resin in this little cup. This wasn't cooperating that well. Okay, now I'm going to go poke on these like I did on the big one. Okay, see, that one needs, these three over here need a little bit more. Oops. Maybe not that much more. I almost wonder if I were to wait like an hour before I put the lids on, if that would help. Okay. There's not really a good way to try to get the bubbles out. Or make sure that there aren't any bubbles. I guess. I need just a little bit more in this one. So it would help if I could see where I was putting it. Oops. Okay, give these a quick spray. Check on. I don't know if I'm ready to put the lid on. Put the lid on the big one or not. I guess I need to pour a little bit of resin on the top of this. Buttered, as the dude said. I probably should have sprayed. I think I'll have to let this sit for, I don't know, a few minutes. Well, it thickens up a little bit. Oops. I kind of went overboard a little bit there. Okay, you can come over here. Okay, oops. Need more back up in here. I just want to cover everywhere there's where the number indentations are. I was a little low on that one. Do you hear him scratching at the door? I just want to make sure I will. Okay, I need to move all these. Oops, that's not what I was trying to do. I need to steal some of this and put over here on this one. Okay, now I'm going to put. I'm going to scoot these out of the way for a moment. So I get this where it's under the camera, or under the phone. Okay. Well, I guess the good thing about, I just knocked it over. I guess the good thing about the thicker resin is it doesn't automatically run everywhere. Okay. So it seems like this one over here keeps, I don't know if it's just leaking out or if I'm just imagining things. But I'm hoping that I've got the bubbles out of that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. I'm going to put this lid on. Actually, it didn't stay where I had it everywhere I had it on the. Okay, so let's try this now. All right. Scooch this and get it down where it's supposed to be here. There's that. Now I'm hoping that I'm worried about the die that's right there. That's the same one I had been worried about before I flipped it over. So I'll swivel this around so I can look at it. Well, maybe I'll be okay. Because I do have it everywhere. I put some glitter on it to weigh it down. Now I will do the same thing with the little one. Make sure it's all. Oh, I didn't have any in the middle. Okay. Oops. Oops. Okay, that's supposed to, it's not in its hole. It should be. Okay, okay, that should be right there. I'm gonna hazard to guess that these small ones are not gonna work. Because I messed this up I messed it up a lot. Or do I take the lid off and then just refill it? Maybe I'll try that. Let's say I'm more worried about these little ones. Maybe I will, before I use these again, maybe I'll mark the where the holes are on the outside of the lid. Let's go poke these again. Yeah, because that one has, let's see, well, that one's got a spot that's probably gonna not work out. All right, so I got, let's see, oops, I'm dripping on the table. Okay. Oh, my glitter's gonna be all nasty. Hopefully that doesn't stick to it. But anyway, that will do it for now, and I'll see you next time. Okay, now I'm going to demold the dice and bats. Now, these are a little thin, but if I can hold on to them, hold on to it. Okay, so here are the two bats, and I'm holding them upside down. But they're there. Now I've got the dice to do. These leaks everywhere. Obviously, you can tell that there's the wine and resin there. It just made little puddles around them. But we'll see if the top's clear. If I get the top off. I did these with the 4-hour stuff, so because it was thicker. I hope I didn't already say that. So I'll do this the backwards way. I was not anticipating this taking this long to unmold. Maybe I'm getting these unmolded. Okay. Maybe I went a little overboard on getting resin on the top. Of course, my hand's being kind of useless today, so I'm going to set that aside. I'll try this one. Sometimes putting them to the side helps. You see, you only see one that's not perfect, or one that's not good. Well, that can be fixed with sanding. Well, actually, if they come out, I don't know. Maybe I did it on these. Yeah, I kind of screwed this up. I think I need to take a time out. Obviously, I can't use my teeth to grab onto it because it's tempting to do so. Unfortunately, I don't think there's getting water in these. We'll hope. I'm debating on whether I can just hold off on my errands until tomorrow. back to this one. I think I'll be fast forwarding through all this demolding attempt because this is taking too long. Okay, I got one. Got two. 3. 4. Okay, I've got 6 of them. Now, here's number 7. So there will have to be sanding. Okay, I think once I get the excess resin off of these, I think they're gonna be okay. So, got a good set there. Let me see if I can get the rest of these out. Maybe I can get some water down in here. I don't think they're supposed to come out in one piece. Okay, so You look at the tops of these. Awesome. So maybe just pulling them off the bottom resin was what I needed. Or the top, I mean. I'll get you off in there. Yeah. So the trade-off is I have a lot of cleaning up to do. I have to struggle to get them off to get them out, and then I'll obviously have a lot of finishing work to do. So a little less resin on the top should do it. Come on. Okay, yeah, pretty decent. Nothing that can't be sanded off. This was supposed to be quick. All right, all this fills. Just cutting off. Yeah, this is not good. This one's not going to be fun. Okay, so it looks like, it looks like I need to turn this one so I can figure out. No, like I said, you try to get this off. All right. I'm going to let this just be. I will deal with forming them later. So I've got maybe come on. This is as frustrating as this last few minutes has been. It's kind of exciting to have some that have two sets that turned out. I guess I won't know if they completely turned out until I get them all cleaned up. I have a sanding tool set, or a set of sandpaper and a little bitty wedge coming, I think on Monday. That's my prime delivery day. I don't know if I left that until Monday or not, because I know the rest of the stuff I have coming tomorrow. So I can start like my felt so I can finish all the coasters with the black felt. It was somewhere I don't know where they are. I've seen them within the last couple of months. Two little, I've got some very tiny vice grips. I think that's probably what I'm going to need to help get the rest of these things out. So here are the finished dice, and I'll see you next time.